is a very talented actor who's currently starring in HBO's I Love L.A., as well as Marty Supreme, which is in theaters nationwide Christmas Day. Let's take a look.
I know it's really not your problem, but I'm about to have a baby.
Yeah.
And look, I got no husband right now. I got no job, and this money would really, really help me. And, you know, let's be good people.
You realize I got that dog for free at the pound, right?
Well, that's kind of the wrong way to look at it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
How am I
Yeah.
supposed to look at it?
Yeah, because let's just say that I'm not calling about a dog. Let's say that I'm calling about your mother. And I'm a doctor and I got to perform emergency surgery on her. She's going to die. What are you going to do? Refuse the surgery because you got your mother for free? No, that's crazy. You're going to take the surgery because you love your mother.
Stupidest thing I ever heard.
Well, then I guess you don't know anything about love.
Please welcome to the show, Odessa Zion, everybody. Hello, Odessa. I'm so happy you're here.
Oh my God, what the freak? Hey, guys.
Hi. Congratulations on this big, wonderful movie. You had the
Thank
New
you,
York,
girl.
the New York premiere last night. How was it?
It was horrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really scary. I've never experienced something like that before, especially a premiere or anything that I've gone to where anybody actually cared about me being there.
Yeah.
That was the first time.
I would also imagine, because it's a very New York movie,
Yeah.
I would assume the New York premiere people are even more excited.
Oh yeah, it was gnarly. it was horrifying.
What
It was
are
really scary.
so I've been to premieres before. Did they bring you up ahead of time? Like, hey, before you watch the movie, this is the cast. They sort of line you up for everybody to look at.
They brought us in. We went on the carpet. There was this one photographer who was screaming at me.
Okay.
She started screaming, "She's not looking at me!"
Right.
I was like, I'm standing right here. I'm sorry, I don't know where to look. There's a 90 of you. It was crazy.
It's very intense. You've been doing this for a long time. You've been, an actor for a long time. But this is a huge year with both Marty Supreme and I Love L.A. And then I read that you actually didn't think that you had been booked for either of these parts,
No.
like based on your audition.
Yeah.
What was that? Were you hard on yourself? Like, did you
No,
just?
no. It happens sometimes where you go in for something and then they're like, "Hey, you didn't get it." You're like,
Yeah.
"Okay." So both of them, I was told that I didn't get, and then like months later, for both projects, they were like, "Actually, can you come back in?" I was like, "Yes."
Really?
I could come back in.
So, like, two separate projects were like, we up.
Oh, I mean, wait, we're allowed to curse on this?
Go for it. No.
Oh my
Wait.
God! Oh,
I have a
thank
real.
you so much. Okay, bye
hold on.
guys, and that's all
I've never felt more like I opened Pandora's box.
Oh,
no
really
one is
there.
happy to get the news. Yeah.
It's so hard to hold it back sometimes.
That's all right. Look, it's
God.
late at night. It's New York City. I give you
Yeah.
full permission
You know.
to, speak your
Thank
truth
you.
with. Thanks. You.
God.
Wait. So when I know you, a lot of times actors, especially now, especially like post-COVID, even more so, like have to like self-tape.
Yeah.
Which means you film yourself. And is it true for Marty Supreme? You just like you were overseas. Where were you?
I was in Budapest filming Until Dawn.
Okay.
And we were doing night shoots, so there was barely any time for anything. And I found out that I could send in a tape for Marty Supreme. So I went in, every chance I got, found a phone, not a phone booth.
Okay.
Yes, a phone booth, like right next to the hotel
So like
that
the
we were
phone
staying.
booth in the clip, you literally found like.
Yeah, I found a real phone booth. And in the middle of the night, we're on night 4 of doing it over and over again. And finally, we're done. And this woman, I hear this voice coming from above. And she's like, "Hi, I'm so sorry. I appreciate the artistic expression. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Please shut the up." Oh my God, my earring fell out.
Oh my God.
That didn't happen.
Oh my
Everyone
God.
close your eyes. Are you closing your eyes? Are
That's
you
like
closing your eyes?
that's that woman cursed you.
God.
She's like,
knew it.
If you continue to self-tape, one day an earring will fall
Come
off.
out on live television. But she was like, please. She was so kind, and I was so happy
Had
because
she
it was
heard
the
you?
last tape.
Had she heard you like do it night after night at the same phone booth?
Probably.
Yeah.
She was over. It's like it's the fourth night.
She was
guys.
well within
Please.
her rights.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She was within her. Yeah. It was very nice.
How did you feel? You shot this in New York City.
Yeah.
Lower East Side. Is that?
We kind of shot
East
all over
Village?
the place. Yeah. Chelsea
how did
Stewart
you-
Park. We went everywhere.
How did you enjoy filming in New York City?
It was awesome. It's not my first time filming in the city. If you guys remember, I did this show called Grand Army. And, hey, there we go. But we shot. Took place in New York, but we shot in Toronto, and then we did exteriors in New York. This experience was different
Yeah.
because there's some high profiles on the movie, so that was really scary.
Yeah. It's also 1950s, so it's
Yeah.
like a period drama.
Oh my God, it was incredible. They couldn't really shut the street down, but
Yeah.
they kind of shut the street down and dressed it down to 1952, and it was the coolest thing ever. It was right by Catskill. It was amazing. Yeah.
And it's a very kinetic film. There's a lot of running around.
Crazy movie.
Very
yes.
high energy.
Don't drink coffee before you go watch it because you might explode.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I should have known what to expect, but it is really something else.
It's
like,
gnarly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very white knuckle for a movie that they lead you to believe is about ping pong.
Yeah. What's
you
that
worried?
about?
Are you worried ping pong enthusiasts are just going to want to talk to you all the time now?
No.
That's good.
I don't know anything about ping pong.
I think it's good.
I know that they would be mad if I called it. Hey, it's not ping pong, it's table tennis.
Nice save.
Thank you so
You're
much.
very
I
welcome.
got us.
I mean,
That
you
was
got
for us.
you. I think
Yeah.
I might still be in
Yeah,
trouble.
you're-
You worked at a pet shop in the film.
Yes.
They were, by the way, the craziest pets.
Oh my God, there was an armadillo. There were prairie dogs in the cage
so
in front
I
of
guess,
us.
like in the 50s, you could buy an armadillo.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, well, clearly I already knew it was true, but I really was born at the wrong time because you could just buy an armadillo.
You are covetous of that?
I feel like I shouldn't say that though, buying animals. We don't do that, right, guys?
Yeah.
No, we don't buy animals.
You go
but
to
I would
pet
buy an
stores and
armadillo if I
you
could.
say, would you like to move in with me?
I'm like, hey, I got a home for you. I got a litter box. I got everything you need. I got cuddles too. The armadillo's like, let me go. I'm like, no. Yeah, no, the armadillo was awesome.
It was very fascinating to see a practical armadillo. And like I would imagine in the
It was a practical one.
Yeah, it was a real armadillo. They didn't avatar the armadillo.
Yeah, no, it was
a real.
It was not animated.
It was a real.
Really
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Did you? I mean, I can't remember from the scene. Did you touch the armadillo?
I held that girl.
Wow.
I held her in my hands.
Wow.
And armadillos mean so much to me for some reason. I don't know why. I think just growing up, armadillos were always like a family thing.
Okay.
One of those animals, armadillos and walruses.
Interesting.
Just those two.
Gotcha.
You know? And it's so hard on the outside and like really hard spurs on like hard hairs, kind of like horse hairs, maybe harder on the inside, and it wouldn't come out of its shell unless I tickled its nose.
Really?
Really, really cute.
What an amazing
Yeah.
experience to have in a movie
It
about
was really
table
cute.
tennis.
Yeah, right? I know. It was the perfect atmosphere for me because during COVID, I kind of like called myself a foster mom and I fostered, I think it was like 15 animals or
Did you
something.
really?
Yeah,
Good
I
for
did.
you.
It was like, okay, guys, buckle up.
Okay.
2 dogs, 3 cats, 3 tortoises, an iguana, bearded dragon, 2 snakes, 3 bunnies, 2 ferrets. 17 chinchillas. No, I'm kidding. It ends there.
And they all like. Did you have? What was the most you had at one time?
It's why I had no money in my bank account.
Yeah.
It was COVID and I wasn't working. It was the dumbest thing I could have possibly done.
Yeah.
But every animal that needed a home, I was like, please.
That's
And
fantastic.
I loved them so much. I wanted to be a zoologist when I was younger.
Right.
Didn't happen.
Yeah.
I'll still get my license one day.
Yeah.
You know?
It's you know what? We're glad that you're taking the time to entertain us first before you move on to zoology.
Yeah. You know,
you mentioned
this is it.
the high-profile people in this film. It's a great cast.
Crazy.
I was delighted to see Fran Drescher is so good in this movie.
Oh my God.
What was it like working with
Incredible.
the great Fran Drescher?
She was, we only had one day together, and it happened to be the very last day of filming. If you don't know, which I feel like you know, what does that thing say? Oh, I'm reading the cue cards. I'm reading the cue
There's a
card.
cue card that says,
I
"Don't."
have ADHD. It says, don't look. I'm like, oh, yeah, it was the very last day of filming. If you don't know Fran Drescher.
I just
Don't
like.
bring me on these things.
I just like that people are watching. They're like, I knew this whole interview was scripted.
Okay, so she's the president of SAG, or she was while we were
The Screen
filming.
Actors Guild, yeah.
Yes, the Screen Actors Guild. Our girl, you know, she
Yeah.
does everything for us. It was an honor to be working with her, to be in her presence. She's amazing. In real life, she's like just as much of a goddess. And so we have rules in SAG. You can't work past, I don't know, what is it, like 14 hours or something?
Yeah,
like that
that's
you
a-
need to
yeah.
turn around? No. We were on hour 23.
With the president of basically
with
the
the
union.
president of SAG, and she's like, Josh, I have a 10 p.m. out. I can't stay here. It's 10. I gotta go home and walk Angel. I pumpkin at 10 o'clock p.m. I'm like, Josh, the president of SAG. Yeah, no, that was not good. But it was the last day. What were we gonna do? We
You got to get
finished
it on the last
movie.
day. And by the way, one, I love that she stands up for actors. Two, I love watching her act. And three, you know what? We're all worked out.
I hope so. You
Yeah.
know, you guys haven't seen it yet. You could hate it.
I don't think they will. I don't think they will. I loved having you here. I really appreciate it.
Wait, can we take a... Guys, can I take a picture of you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a wide lens. It'll work. Okay, come here. Wait, my flash is... whatever. It.
We're pretty well lit, all things considered.
I guess a little bit.
Odessa's up.